My name is Margaret Knight, and I was born in Barbados in 1931, and I have had a very checkered life, I would say. And I felt at one point that I should write a book about my life because it has covered quite a lot of ground. And this book starts off with the riots, and it's the 1937 riots in Barbados, and it covers that from a white child's point of view, because when I was a child, I could never understand the relationship between white people and black people. I couldn't understand what it was that the white people had against black people. As far as I was always concerned, people were people. I never saw color. And I grew up like this. And this book now, it covers the riots and all through my life after the riots, and it covers politics, goes through politics and history of the riots and Barbados at that time. And whereas I don't think that most white Barbadians have the same perspective, mind you, maybe some do, of course, as I have had, whereas they feel that the riots are over, that was done with and long ago and we shouldn't talk about it. That is not the way I feel. I feel that is, it was a very important part of my life. And so it just goes on through my life where I had to work, victimization that I went through, all the different places that I worked at. When I came back to Barbados in 1970, actually I had left, went to England to school in 45 to 48, and then I sort of I traveled between Barbados and England quite a bit. I was nursing at King's College Hospital for a while in London, and so this book just about covers my life right up to this date. Yes, it covers all about David from his childhood, and he was always interested in politics. He, when I lived in London and we had friends visiting and they were talking politics, David was always there listening intently, whereas the other children would be playing outside. David was there. And when we came back to Barbados, he became interested because I supported, at that time I supported the Democratic Labour Party. And then in 1976, I was so shocked that they had lost the elections after all Mr. Barrow had done for this country. And so I joined the party, I became a member of the Democratic Labour Party. And I think that even influenced David much more. He became more and more interested and became involved in politics. And Branford Tate once told me a story about how David could not get into Parliament Yard, or couldn't get into Parliament Yard because there were too many people. So he climbed a tree in Parliament Yard to find out what was going on in Parliament. He was so interested in it. That was when he was a schoolboy at Combermere. And so of course he went there from then. He always said he wanted to be Prime Minister of Barbados. And my other children used to laugh at him because sometimes he would get a broomstick and he would hold it up like a microphone and he would say, "But Mr. Speaker, please." And he thought he was in Parliament. So he was really, really, well, I think he knew that he was going to be Prime Minister one day, and of course he was. So, and I was very, very proud of him. And I also want to say at this point that I am eternally grateful to God for giving me the talent that I have to be able to write these books. And you know, I'm truly grateful.